What's up, guys? Sean here, aka ImaFlyNmidget, and welcome back to some Food Empire, guys. This is most likely going to be the last episode of Food Empire, but look at what we got rocking. I updated my plot, guys. So this is going to be the last episode of the series, but I'm going to try to make the most money we possibly can with our plot of land with the game where it's at right now in terms of its updates and whatnot. So as you guys can see, I updated, I took out the whole sandwich machine. I took that whole thing out right there. I was like, you know what? We don't need that bad boy no more. I'm going to take that bad boy out. So I took him out, right? And I basically added another line of potatoes right here. So all of these guys all hook into one, whatever this thing's called, one potato opener right now. Because remember, the more potatoes go through there, the higher multiplier it is. So now that we have twice as many, I've never seen this thing go below like 1.8. Watch it go below like 1.8 right now. Oh my gosh, it actually might. It might hit 1.7. It hit 1.7. Okay, so it's been to 1.7. But here's kind of the way I got my strategy rocking right now. And I might up these guys a tiny bit later. So I got 20 cook time on here. I got, I don't know if you guys can see it. I got, let's see if we can drop down here. You can kind of see it. I got 19 here, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, and 13 right here, guys. So this guy is pumping them out like absolute crazy right now. He's going the quickest, right? And this guy all the way down at the end is not going that quick. So it should kind of give a little more variability in it and whatnot. So, oh gosh, it might hit 1 point. Maybe. Oh, that one went flying through. That's no bueno, man. Okay, so that was a 1.6. See, 1.5, even though it should have been like a 1.7 because that one missed. But, yeah, this system is pretty effective, guys. This multiplier stays pretty high. Not to mention our cook time is even higher. So our potatoes should be worth even more now. Because, last time, I want to say each one was at about 10 seconds, and now the lowest is 13. So already we're making more money on a potato, and then it kind of flings through here and goes through this whole thing. And I gotta fill in the machines, which we'll do later. And then I got this going in here, which this is just a really cool system to basically make a splitter. What I could have done is I could have came in here, I could have gotten sandwich stuff, I could have gotten the splitter, and I could have split it right here into these two machines. But this looks way cooler, so we did this bad boy. Which then goes into here, which remember, these machines, the higher the multiplier, so the least amount of potatoes that go through them, the higher the multiplier. So now, the odds of a potato going through this specific one right here is so low. Like, it just happened right there, so it'd be so low to hit it again, right? So that way, that multiplier is going to stay super, super, super high. And then it obviously goes into our bacon, goes all the way through our bacon, and then I haven't necessarily started this whole thing over here. So, what I'm thinking we do right now is we're gonna kind of move this thing. So let's move this ramp conveyor right here, and then this is a hardwood. I guess we can get this guy going right here. Actually, you know what I want to do? Oh, I guess I have to put a hardwood right there because it's a turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and place you right there, and then what I want to do is I want to give myself a little bit of space over here. I want to kind of push this thing out just in case I want to make more chips, if I want to make 8 chips thing, because our food limit's like, it's pretty low right now, but we're also not spitting out any chips right now. So I'm gonna kind of see what it looks like. So let's just kind of snag. Let's go like another hardwood right here. Let's do that. We could even probably do more. Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do one more here, and then we're going to move this guy in here, right? So this is our sour cream and our cheese, and those are basically just fail-safes. I still don't know like what's absolutely max way to hit it, so both of them trigger each time, but I use it as a fail-safe, so we're good to go there. And then we'll kind of move this guy through there. And then I want to give myself a little bit extra room right now. So I want to move this whole system over at least one. So let's just take this guy and we'll move him to here. If I can get off the friggin' treadmill, boys. Okay. And I want to move him about right there. Okay. And then this guy should line up pretty perfectly, I'm hoping. Does that line up? Yeah, that looks like it lines up. Okay, cool. So, same thing over here. We're just going to be moving this guy to there and moving this guy right on there. So, I've gotten better with using these kind of conveyor system thingamajiggers. Unfortunately for me, guys, this is like most likely the last episode of Food Empire. So, it's like, I finally understand what I'm doing. Well, rip me. The series is over. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab a ramp conveyor. We're going to place that bad boy right there, and then we're going to snag a hardwood and have it connect up like that. Okay, so this should give us more room just like that, and we'll be able to kind of connect that whole lineup right there. Cool. Now we just need to somehow figure out how to connect these bad boys, which let's just remove all this. What I'm thinking right now is we don't want the potatoes on here too long, but if we have a huge line of hardwoods, then it's probably going to get a little messy. Okay, you know, here's what we should do. We should do our ramp first. So let's come in here, and we'll do our hardwood right here. Right in. Ooh, I don't even know if we can do that, man. We might need to move this whole system forward, which is totally optional. Or we can move this guy back. I'm gonna move this system. No, that's gonna take too long. I'm gonna move this system back one more. So we're gonna go ahead and move this guy to there, and move these guys all over one, so we can actually connect the system up without having to move a whole lot of stuff. Because I don't want to be. I mean, it's one thing to make it look good. I understand that, but I also don't want to spend hours just freaking moving it all one space here. Okay, and then we're gonna need a ramp conveyor right here, which I think that one's already a ramp conveyor. Yeah, so we'll move you to there and put a hardwood right there. Now let's see, is that turn gonna be too fast? Ooh, yeah, that might be a little sketch. I'm gonna remove that, and I'm gonna put an industrial right here. And whoop, cancel, move, good doing. Okay, all right, that should be pretty good on the speed. If anything, I can always remove this. Yeah, it might still even be. I'm going to remove that and put an industrial right here as well. Just so they're lined up nice and perfect as they fly on through here. Yeah. Okay, that should be pretty solid, I want to say. Yeah, okay, that's looking good. That's looking really good. All right, and then we'll come over here and we can use a few hardwoods here to kind of speed these guys along. We'll do it to like that's probably fine right there actually. Okay, and then we'll do these guys the rest of the way. All right, so now I need to get a ramp right here, right? Is this still off? This might still be off. I might need to add in like one of those little rusty conveyor thingies. Wow, what the heck? Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to move you to there. Yeah, let's do. If we put one little thing in here, hopefully that doesn't mess with it too much. Let's see. No, that should be pretty solid. Is that a ramp? That's a hardwood. That's a hardwood. This one needs to be a ramp. Okay. See, I told you, boys. I'm starting to finally understand what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Finally understand. Okay, let's see if we can get away with putting a hardwood right here. Skadoink. There we go. All right, now how does that look with the potato? Ooh, way too fast. Way too fast. Okay. I'm gonna remove. Yeah, they're all just gonna go flying out of there. Holy cow. Okay, that's fine. We need to just buy a few more of these dudes. We'll buy like 5 of these bad boys. We also had so much money when we started this thing, and now we don't have as that much. But oh, whoops. But that's okay, because we're gonna be hopefully making absolutely banksky by the end of this episode. And is that still going too fast? Holy cow! No way. Wait, this thing's a hardwood. Oh, this needs to be a ramp. Ramparoonie. Please tell me this is gonna work. Is it still just going? Okay, that works. We're gonna remove this guy just in case and do an industrial. Yeah, right there. Alright, that should be absolutely money. Yeah, okay. That should be absolutely money right there. And this guy is still looking good. Oh, chips are what is going on right there? We're having a little dance party. Oh, it's because this thing's going the wrong way. Whoops. I was like, what is going on, dudes? We got a little dance party going on. Alright, that guy goes right there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're getting some chips roll on out of here. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good, boys. Now let's just go ahead and move this whole system over. Now, I know a lot of you guys were, not a lot of you guys, a few of you guys were pretty mad that I was like not using this thing. Oh my gosh, I'm a midget. I lost my legs. A lot of you guys, or a few of you guys were mad that I wasn't using the chip prepper. And I'm sorry. But I really don't see the use out of it. I got excuse me, dudes. I really just don't see the use out of it right now, guys. It's too much variability. We already have a ton of variability in the system itself, so we don't really need all that much even more. I know the chances of it kind of shooting up a few more is kind of good. Now the only reason why I might add one, we're gonna test it because you know I listen to you dudes and I do respect that. We are gonna test it. Now the only reason that I'm thinking about actually adding it in is because if it sets the value to 0, we might be able to get a little bit of value added up, which then at the end, if it's less than whatever this thing is, if it's less than 50 million, it'll increase the value by 500. But if it's still 0%, then we're not going to be making any money on it. So we'll see. If we make something from it, then I will add it in because it's just an added little bonus. But I mean, for the most part, dudes, I really don't think it's necessary. And a lot of you guys were a little bummed I was using this cell crate. And again, that's just more variable ability. I think that's a word. That I just don't really want to deal with. So is that lined up? Why does that not look like it's lined up? Those chips are getting stuck. This cannot be lined up. Now is that lined up? That still doesn't necessarily look all lined up. See if I can move it over. Like, no, I mean, that's about as lined up as it's going to get right there. Are they getting stuck? Is that really a thing? Wow. Oh, no, they eventually go through. Okay, they eventually go through. I haven't even been looking at how much we're making on these. We haven't filled in any of the dispensers. Or any of the things. So it's literally not even multiplying them right now. Okay, they're all going through. Besides that guy. So we're getting a little bit of some chips stuck right there. Very interesting. I'm gonna move this guy out of the way real quick. And I'm going to go ahead and add in an industrial. And that should line it up hopefully a little better. I'm hoping. No, it's still got that stupid lip. Wait, this thing might be off. It might... No, man. Is this a... What the heck? It's got to go like that. It absolutely 100% has to go like that. Because if it was like this, there's no way that that's what it's supposed to do. Actually, it could work. Are any getting stuck this way? There's no way. How is that the way it's supposed to go? I also love the fact that we're like really... This thing in general is just off. It is legit just off. It is just totally off, dudes. I think that this item has got to be off. Okay. So we can either leave it there or we can move it to there. I honestly feel like it's just messed up either way. That's so weird. Oh man, I'm stuck even more. We have no legs. Okay. I'm gonna leave it like that. That should be all right for now. And if I were to even add in a conveyor, I wonder if that's even gonna. I don't know. Whatever. We'll just leave it. All right. So this should be, dudes. This should be the finished system right here. Should give us max profits. Okay. Absolutely max profits. So I'm gonna go through here and we're gonna just be filling in this stuff. So we're gonna deposit all of that, which we're gonna need to actually buy some more right now. I'm gonna go ahead and buy just 1,000 of you real quick. Wow, we're gonna be spending tons of money filling these bad boys up, and that's gonna be a pain, is filling up all of these things. But no pain, no gain, boys. No pain, no gain. All right, garlic powder. We're gonna buy like 10,000. Actually, we'll buy 8,000 of you. We'll buy 8,000. That's still nothing, man. Let's buy like 16,000. 1, 2, 3, 16,000 dudes. Did I buy it? Well, now I bought it. 16,000. So that's at least 2,000 in each. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Look at that, boys. Holy! I honestly love that we have no legs right now. It's literally hilarious. 2,000 in that bad boy. Deposit a Rooney. Dudes, I'm excited to see how much money we're gonna be making on a single chip. This is gonna be absolutely unfreaking real. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 2,000 in there, and then I'm gonna have some excess because I had some leftovers. So I don't know, we could do a fourth in. Wow. Okay, we'll do 25. We'll do 2,500 in this guy, and we'll deposit an extra 100 or 500 into. Whoops. Deposit an extra. Sometimes this stuff is so hard to click, man. The deposits on these guys should have been at like the top of it or something. All right, we'll deposit another 500 into you. All right, there we go, and then we'll come along and do a third. How does that look? 4,000 still? What? All right, we'll do 3,000 each. Holy cow, man! I can't believe I bought so much of this stuff. We'll do 3,000 of these dudes, and we'll put the rest in somewhere else. Yikes, dude! That's so much. Wow, we're balling, boys. We balling, boys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and these guys got 1,000 in them. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do. Oh my gosh, I really hate this. I really hate how these things work. Deposit. We'll do a fourth. Okay, there we go. That's better now. We can do a third. Oh, I meant to do a thirds in that. Whatever. It doesn't have to be even. Go ahead and empty all that bad boy in there. Nice. Okay, that one's stacked. All right, we'll go ahead and we need to buy more bacon bits. Bacon bits, we'll buy, I don't know, get 10. Actually, we got, what, 5 of you? We'll buy, yeah, 10 grand. 10 grand's worth. Pff, that literally means nothing to me right now. That's insane. How much do we have? We have 11. So let's just do 22 in each. 2,200, boys. 2,200. Boom. And then we have 3 left. How we looking? We're looking pretty close. It's not bad. Half and all. There we go. All right, now these two are going to be easy. I'm going to just buy sour cream. I'll buy, wow, 1 billion. We'll buy 5,000 of each. We'll buy 5,000 of each of these bad boys. Shredded cheese. There we go. I just don't want to ever have to, like, fill these things back up. You know what I mean? Just deposit them all now. We're good to go. All right. Now we should be making some serious money. But the chips are still going to be kind of pouring out that don't have any of this stuff kind of poured into them. All right. So now we need to get some salt. So we'll come into chips. This stuff might actually get somewhat expensive. So salt will go another 10 G's. 2 billion. Oh, wait. I just noticed I have 436 billion. We're making bank. All right. 500,000. 5,000. Wow. I don't know if I have any more of this vinegar stuff. So we're going to, or cooking oil, wherever the heck it is. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a bunch of those after I kind of do these. So vinegar powder. 15 billion. I'll take it. Wow, that actually took a lot of my money. but I still have bank skis. Yeah, see, I don't like this. I'm moving it. I feel like they get stuck more like that than the other way. This one's just messed up. It's legit just... Okay, then if I do that, I gotta go and put the cell crate like that. Okay. I feel like that might work better. I don't know why it's like that. Honestly, that's like the weirdest thing ever. I really just don't get that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and fill in all of these bad boys. So we need vegetable oil. 5 billion. Let's see. 10. We've got like 11. So let's just... I don't know. We'll just throw a number out like 22,000. Is that enough, dude? Wow. 3,000 in each. Wait. I got an idea. Let's start from the back. We'll start from the back. We'll do 28 in each. Deposit and deposit. Now this should make my stuff go down quite quickly. I'm hoping. And then, because remember, once it upgrades it or once it uses it, it will it won't take it from the ones behind it. So more likely than not, the ones in front will be using more than the ones in the back. More likely than not. Again, it's still all chance, but all right. So we're hitting that. Now we've got what, 3 left. So if I deposit all 5,000, okay. Well, that's doable. So let's buy more of this stuff. Let's buy, I don't know, 5,000. Let's just buy 5,000. Wow, I feel like we're balling so hard right now, it doesn't even matter. Okay, that's actually perfect. That should be pretty perfect. Okay, there we go, dude. So we are fully set up right now. And as you can tell at the top of the screen, max food limit is maxing out right now, so I don't want to make more of these dispensers. Because, honestly... all that's going to really happen is my max food limit's going to happen, and these aren't even going to drop. So it's literally just a waste. Because we've got loads of potatoes coming through here. And this multiplier and this whole system should have gone up a ton. A ton. Because we basically doubled the chance of ×2 and doubled the chance of this ×2. So we should be making bank. Let's see. I don't know if these chips are all working. Holy cow. Okay. So we're making 372, 325, 527. Wow. Wow. 490, 432. Okay. Now, the only thing is I don't necessarily know if all these potatoes are actually... because remember, these things are full. So if I empty these, should I... I don't know if I can empty these. I can't empty them. I could move them, and then we know for sure. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm just going to move them so it resets it to 0. And then that way, every potato that actually gets cashed in now will be 100% got all the goodies on it. Whoops. Will 100% have all the goodies on it and be making us absolutely bank skis. Okay, there we go. All right, man, we have no legs. We're a midget. All right, so these are still 380, around that range. Let's see what we can kind of hit, baby. 764. But you see how much is coming out? Like, the volume of it is crazy. I can't even read it. It's coming out so quick. That's insane. Okay, we're going to do a quick little test right here. I'm going to set a timer for a minute. 1.06 billion. That was nuts. I'm going to set a time limit here. I'm going to set a minute timer, and we're going to see how much money we make in that minute. All right, we ready for this? I'm going to wait till it hits 5:15. 5:15, and I'm going to hit go. I'm waiting for 515, and go. Okay, timer is set for a minute right now, dudes. We're going to see how much we make. We started with, I'm going to write it down just to be safe, 515. There we go. So we had 515 billion. All right. So we're only 15 seconds in, and we already made 7 billion. Oh my gosh. That is insane, dude. 57 billion. Holy cow. That's literally unreal. All the dudes in chat are like, midget, what? What is 515, man? What's going on, dudes? What's up, boys? Yo, scene. You're looking fresh. The name is if you spelled it the way I spell it, dude, SHAWN, the right way, you would have been dope. All right. We're at 40 seconds here. We're coming in close on the minute. And 10 seconds starting now. Holy cow, dudes. We've already made almost 50 billion. We're not gonna hit 50 billion, but we're gonna get kind of close to it. We'll hit about 40 billion, I want to say. All right, and stop, boys. Boink. Okay, so 555. We'll say 555. We'll just say 555 because there's a little bit of change on the 515. So that's 40 billion? Is that 40 billion? No way. 40 billion a minute, dude. 40 billion. I just want you guys to think about that for a minute. 40 billion a minute. Imagine if we were in real life, if I was making $40 billion a minute. What? Dudes, I would be buying Lambos and doing Lambo giveaways like twice a day. Oh my gosh, that's literally unreal. What's a Lambo? Like $600,000 maybe? I don't think they're that much, honestly. And we're making 40 billion a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, that's actually so stacked, dude. That's so stacked. All right, well, there you have it, dudes. I want to say this is one of the best setups you can have in Food Empire, guys. I mean, yeah, you can add that little cutter thing right here, and I really don't think it's going to benefit it because none of this stuff adds value. It all multiplies value. I can check it really quick, but that's a multiplication value, all this stuff is multiplication value. So if you multiply something by 0, it gives you 0. So I really just don't want to take a hit. Wow, I really don't like this machine here, but I don't want to take a hit on that 0. You know, I'd rather just kind of pound it out this way. And we're making bank this way, dudes. Come on. 40 million a minute is unreal. So I think it's safe to say that we beat the game. I think it's safe to say that we beat Food Empire, guys. So that is going to wrap it up for not only this episode, but for the series as a whole, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this series. I loved this, and I've actually got another series I'm going to be starting soon, guys. I'll link it in the description of this one once I start it. I've got a pretty cool series that's very similar to Food Empire that I will be doing. So if you guys enjoyed this series, and make sure you check out the next one. It's going to be a little secret. Hopefully it'll be coming out in about a week or two. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, guys. That really is going to do it for this series. But yeah, dudes, if you did enjoy it, make sure you smash that like button. And until next time, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you be fly and subscribe.